Good evening, my friends. This is VJ Franz K. I'm unboxing the Yamaha SEQTRAK Music Production Studio. And it is called a music production studio, even though it is a small device, so you might not think of it as an entire studio, but you could make complete tracks with it, and you probably want to wirelessly connect it to your computer or your cell phone. But here is a nice box for it. I like that. You could use it for storage or transport, but here is the unit inside the anti-static wrap, and I can see that they have nicely included. Oh, I thought they had a protective structure around it because of the way that was wrapped, but actually they don't. But of course we will get something like a what are those called? Deck saver. So these, I've tried this before, a demonstration unit, but this is first time I've unboxed this here, and it's ready to go. Let's see if it is powered on already. Oh yes, so you hold the play for a minute and then it powers on. Maybe it is loading up right now. How nice, and it's got its own built-in speaker, which is of course going to be small, but obviously when you're ready to do a performance or recording, you're going to connect it to a larger speaker system. But you can tap the sound voices here to get At first I didn't understand how they had arranged this, and a lot of people will compare it to the Teenage Engineering keyboard, but it is its own thing. It's quite different. It has some similarities with the Korg Electribe as well as the Yamaha Tenorion, which is another one of my favorite instruments. So we can connect those via MIDI. There is a MIDI breakout connection at the end of here. But anyway, this is the play button. So got our beginning pattern there, all ready to go. And I have a solo and a mute button. So I'll try that already. I'll solo out the kick there and see if that, yeah, successfully I have soloed the kick drum there, and let's see if I can solo so I can only solo one thing at once. It is a true solo, so you can hear that clap, and then it has an echo on it. Here I'm using the high pass slider. Here it's a filter. I can do the repeater. I like the arrangement here. I'm going to have a great time playing this. I already got to try a demo unit before, but this is a good one, and I decided to get the black because it goes with my aesthetic. I'm ready to play dark wave, synthwave, gothic industrial things, as well as IDM electronic or something like that, so that's cool. So that's the clap sound there. Let's see, soloing. There's the hats, second hats, percussion, shakers in this case. Then DX synthesizer, which is FM style, and the sampler. And you can load your own samples, I believe, into all of these voices as you choose. So that's nice. So if I have selected the synth, let's see, here I am picking a different sound. This is how I flip between the patches. Even though if you're doing advanced choosing, it's probably more easy to use the app. It's sort of like you're saying, why isn't there a screen on this? But they realized correctly that everyone in the 21st century has their phone, tablet, and other device at hand. So they say, wirelessly connect it to the app and then let them choose it that way. I would have still liked a screen on here, but it may have helped them keep the cost and the weight down on this device, so I think that'll work. And they also have a cool visualizer. So once again, SEQTRAK, and notice it is SEQ, standing for sequence, and then track, T-R-A-K, not T-R-A-C-K, sort of shortening it out. And I've just switched to the second pattern part here. Or here's the third part of the pattern. You can at will flip between the different parts of the pattern. Now here I am changing the part of the kick, but I still have soloed the synth, so I have to unsolo that. Let's see. Alright, to release a solo on this, I guess what I have to do is hold solo and then synth there. Now if I go into mute mode, holding the mute, let's see. Alright, so those are muted, but I'm selecting unless I directly hold the mute also. So that mute mode will come in handy. So I can mute everything except the kick. Mute the kick. Can I mute all? Oh, I see. So if I hit mute all, that actually reverses the mute mode. Alright, very good. With my electrodes and other synthesizers, I really like to use the solo and mute workflow to so it can get cool effects that way. In some ways, this is sort of like something I would design, so I'm looking forward to using this, and you'll see how I'm going to play it pretty soon, but already enjoying it. Let's see, if I want to change this pattern, of course, I can add more sequence taps right on the thing there, and they will light up. I see I'm changing the amount of reverb here on the effects. Now I could change the effect to something else. Let's see if I go, I see I'm flipping through different kinds of filters. I see, I can't pick a micro timing for that. Oh, my hand is being a filter over the speaker. That's kind of interesting by itself. So I could make it be a delay. Different styles of delays here. So it's picking a delay, but then these are all different delay patches. If I had it connected to the screen app, I would see exactly what type of effect it was. Now if I go down to distortion here, different types of distortion modulation, I can see that is a flanger or a phaser or something there. So I'm changing now the parameters of the Or am I changing? Well, anyway, I'll figure this out later. Okay, I'm changing the pitch of this hat. Oh, I'm still in stereo mode. Can I do mute and stereo at the same time? Can I mute out? Anyway, now we'll undo the solo mode. There we go. So then I go to mute, muting out some of these other preset things here. Oops, I pressed the solo button. I'll get used to the location of these, even though the lettering is a little bit small, so your hands will have to get to know the position of everything here, but that is okay. This is already arranged for your fingers to occupy these different elements. So that's a sort of auto wah feature or something like that. Well, it's great fun that it automatically arrives with a charged up built-in battery, so you're ready to play as soon as you get it. Very cool. It is a light machine. It's got a little weight to it, but it still feels like this is the weight of a machine with no batteries in it. So the fact that it does have its permanently installed battery in there, I guess they have to open it up on the back in order to, I guess they must open it on the back to switch out the battery or something, which I'm not totally pleased with, but it's all right. It's all right if it's going to be that way, so it is. But hopefully this is a long-lasting quality battery, and they will have an inexpensive replacement for it when it eventually will not hold charge anymore. But already having a fun time here with the SEQTRAK. Let's see, on the mute mode, so I have unmuted my kick, but I'm still in the solo mode. I accidentally soloed this piano sound, so now I go to mute mode, so turn off these. Okay, so these are muted. Now they are muted, but I have assigned this auto wah to the master effect. Already getting some interesting ideas there. Anyway, alright, this will be the end of video A, but I'm obviously going to keep working with the SEQTRAK and producing stuff. My very first tracks with a new piece of gear are always a special experience, you know? So that is what I will be doing, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Ask any questions below. Keep it constructive. Show respect to yourself and everyone. I will answer any questions, and consider being a supporter of me on YouTube here and Patreon as well. And if you're my subscriber, I will be glad to set up your studio with good advice and gear. But anyway, I'll help you choose what you need to achieve your creative dreams. BJ Franz K signing out.